And we are live. Hello, my lovelies. We have some live reading sprints for you today from Merry Bookmas. I also have one of my lovely co-hosts here. This is Debbie from Book and Bujo. If you don't know, go subscribe. She's got a YouTube channel, and if you like TBR games, which I know a lot of the people that watch my channel like TBR games, you will like Debbie's channel as well. My boy popping up in the background. So I can't remember if I think I shared it on the Discord that we're having these live reading sprints.
I think it was on there.
Did I? I can't remember. Yeah, I did a couple of days ago, but maybe I should do it again. Let's see. Also, if you're not part of our Discord for Merry Bookmas or for SeasonAthon, you should join. I think the link I have down in the description, so you can go and click on that and join our Discord. And it's fun. We have everybody sharing their Christmas lights and all that good stuff on there. What am I doing? I can't talk and think at the same time. Oh yeah, I was looking to see. There we go. View my channel. Let's see. Share. Copy. And paste. There. Okay. My brain can't do more than one thing at a time. Okay. I just reposted it into the Discord. All right. So what is everybody reading today?
Gathering Storm, Robert Jordan, book 12 in the Wheel of Time series.
One of the giant books on Debbie's TBR.
I'm over 50%, so
that's impressive.
I'm here. So the back part left, so it's not too bad.
That's impressive. Yeah, I watched your TBR video. I was like, dang, that's a lot of big books.
If I get the audiobook, it's not too bad. It goes pretty fast. Yeah. But if I have to physically read it like this one, I'm on page like 88. So I've read this much.
That's good. You think you'll finish it before the end of the month?
I should be able to, because I have it on my Kindle too, so I can have Alexa read it to me.
So I am listening to The Secret Bridesmaid by Katie Burchell, and I'm enjoying it so far. Nice. And my goal is to finish that today and maybe one other. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm trying. And I'm also, I don't know if my camera will pick it up. I don't want to move it too much. Working on a Christmassy diamond painting. It's a big one. I've literally been working on and off of this one for a year. I got it last Christmas, so, wow. Or like last Black Friday. So yeah, it just kind of sat put away for a while because of traveling and everything. So now I'm like, I need to finish it. I'm so close. So my goal is to finish it today. Nice. All right, let me get my timer up here. Hello, Kay. I'm doing good. How are you? What are you reading? Get my timer up here. Share screen. All right, I'll remove that for a second. Okay. Also going to get my little wheel here. It's going to go click, 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 click in my ear because I got earbuds on. But we will spin the wheel to see how long our sprints will be. Because I love a good wheel. All right. 60 minutes. Starting off strong.
Oh, yeah.
Mel, I'm trying to plan my January TBR. Could you give us a sneak peek of the TBR knockout prompts for January? Pretty please. Let's see. All right, give me 1 second. Debbie can talk to y'all for a second. I have to go upstairs and get my notebook that I have them all written down on so that I can tell you. At least January, I can tell you. But I can also tell you that that video will be posting on the 20th.
Nice.
We are going to see like my pajama bottoms and everything as I run up the stairs. I'll be reading The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. Okay, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. You can say no, LOL. Hold on. Well, okay, so this year is the 5th year of doing TBR Knockout. And it's so funny. So I just watched Kayla from Book and Lala's the other day of what she's doing for Buzzword for 2025. And she's changed it up as well. And I'm like, that's funny because I made a little change on mine too. Though I didn't do the thing like she did, but it was just funny that we both made this change at the same time. And where mine has always been 2 prompts, hers has always been 1. Now she has the 2 prompts, and mine is, I'm still giving 2 prompts, but you only have to do 1. Or you can choose to do 1 book to fulfill both of the prompts. Or if you really want to, you can do both prompts. So 1 second. Let me go run up the stairs. I'm going to be chased by dogs.
So have you guys figured out some of your fun TBRs for January or books you want to read in 2025? So I just did my 25 and 2025 books that I want to read, and I think that just went up. And I realized that almost every book that I put on there is the first book in a series. So I'm going to have a lot of series that I'm going to need to read next year. Hopefully I can finish more than I actually start. We'll see. So I also have A Day of Fallen Night that I'm working on. So I'm a glutton for really big fantasy books. I don't know if you've read either of these, but they're pretty good so far. Oh, let's find out what our prompts are going to be.
So my coffee and wine tier coffee patrons have actually been able to already see the full video because I posted it like early access for them, which is one of their benefits. They get early access to all my videos. Okay, so out of breath. The theme for January is dark. And the first prompt is to read a book with a dark word in the title. For example, dark, black, night. And the second prompt is to read a book with dark themes, like a murder or a mystery or, I don't know, something dark.
Nice. Good time to squeeze in some of those dark academia books.
Yeah. And it's also like, you know, the weather and, it's darker longer. And, everybody's been reading all these sweet, cozy, Christmassy books. Let's get into some violence. You're welcome. I'm sure a lot of people are like, yeah. Because I've had several people like writing me going, hey, when are we getting the TBR knockout? And I'm like, on the 20th. I've had that plan for a while. I actually filmed it and edited it last week, I think it was. So yeah. My coffee patrons have actually had it for about a week now.
Nice.
All right, let's get this up here. Apparently, the last sprint I did was also an hour. That's funny. The book I'm reading right now is from the perspective of a family dog. It's going to be 5 stars. I think you'd really like it, Mel, even though part of it's maddening. Oh, I love that. That's the one that's the art of racing in the rain. That's the one by the dog, or the perspective of the dog. I've read other things that were from the perspective of a dog, and I freaking loved it. So yeah. I'll definitely have to look that one up.
Nice.
Because I think those are cute. Also, if anybody likes books set in Scotland, I just read Ruby Spencer's Whiskey Year by Rochelle Billow. Very cute, very Scottish, and I loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. All right, let's get to our first sprint. Happy reading, everyone.
Nice.
That is time. How did everybody do?
I got through about 20 pages of my book, and I got some filming done and started some editing.
Nice. I'm not sure where I started. I can't remember, but I'm currently on page 140 of my book. A little over a third of the way through. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Got a little more of my diamond painting done as well.
Nice.
Let's see. Hello, Kim. Today is a do whatever I want day, as it's my 41st birthday, reading Assistant to the Villain and relaxing. Well, happy birthday.
I loved Assistant to the Villain. It was so cute.
I have that one, but I haven't read it yet. I actually ended up with like multiple copies of that book. Kay says happy birthday to an autistic reader. And Sunny also says happy birthday. Mine was Saturday. Happy belated birthday, Sunny.
Mine was on Friday.
Happy belated birthday to you. I just joined and we'll start reading The Thief Lord with the next session. Excellent. Happy birthdays all around to everybody. Oh, I love that. We're just having a birthday party here. If I had a cupcake, I'd blow out a candle for y'all. I didn't read that sprint. I sorted through pictures. Oh, okay. Are you like doing an album or something? Sunny says, thank you, Kay. Everybody's so friendly here. Do what? You wanted to say what's up? The boy wants to say hi.
Hi again. I'm back. Yo. Chat.
Just a train of birthdays. Happy belated birthday. My mom loved Pupcakes. Yay! I saw somebody in the Discord made, apparently there's like a recipe, I guess, in there for, what kind was it? Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it was the Star Cookie Cutter.
I made the banana peanut butter dog treats from Pupcakes, and their dog loved them. I think I might need to like do that as well. No, just transferring them from my old laptop to an extended hard drive. I also decided to back up my cell phone pictures too at the same time. That is an excellent idea. We did many years ago. We had all of our laptops and computers and everything backed up onto like this one external hard drive that we kept away from all of the computers. And we had a house fire, and the hard drive worked for like a second. And Marty was trying to transfer everything back into new devices. But apparently there was like smoke damage in the external hard drive, and we ended up losing all of them. So I'm like, we need multiple backups just in case one backup gets messed up.
Yeah.
Kay says, hello, Xander. That's my baby. I got this, you can kind of see that little square there. This cute new ornament. So each year we get an ornament that represents our year. And I saw this, I think it was Michael's, and I thought it was like the perfect ornament for this.
That's adorable.
Because this is definitely the year of travel.
Yeah, the tree is so pretty.
I love it. I love it so much. Let's see. Will there be a TBR knockout for 2025? Yes. I was talking about it earlier. It's posting on Friday. I believe it's Friday, December 20th. Yes. My coffee patrons, or at least my coffee and wine tier coffee patrons, have actually already gotten to see the full video because I gave them early access like a week ago. Though Kay did convince me to in here share January's and how the changes I'm making for this round is actually I'm still giving 2 prompts, but you only have to complete one, or you can complete both prompts with 1 book, or you can, if you want to, do both prompts. And I will again share the theme for January is dark. And the first prompt is to read a book with a dark word in the title. For example, dark, black, night. The second prompt is to read a book with dark themes. But yes, you'll see the whole year's worth of prompts on the 20th. Thank you. Working on revamping my book stuff so I can get back into it 2025. A little promo.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm bad with my Instagram, like really, really bad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I do good to do the videos, in my opinion. And now I have 2 channels now, if y'all didn't know. So I have this channel, which is like my main channel, but I started a new one called My Grand Adventures. So if you're not subscribed, please go subscribe to my brand new little baby channel. It's only got 76 subscribers right now. But that one is for all of my travel stuff. So I'm currently taking all of my travel videos from this and making them private and like editing them and stuff and putting them over onto the new channel. But all of my newer adventures and my travels all around Europe and all of that stuff, that's all going to be on the new channel instead of this one. I do miss YouTube, but editing was always such a struggle for me. And I never got the engagement that made me feel like it's worth it to film, edit, and post. Girl, I feel you. Especially when you're starting out. And like, yeah. So many of my videos, like right now I've got a couple of full-length videos, but many of them are shorts. And so many of my videos get like 1 view. The video I posted on Friday has gotten a whole 12 videos, which is a lot for that channel already. I actually had one video that surprised me and got like 500 and something views like right off the bat. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was a scuba diving video that was like, I think it was one of my shark videos. Also, when I started, I lived in uni dorms with slow Wi-Fi. Yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah, slow Wi-Fi is definitely a killer for having a YouTube channel. It's aggravating.
Oh yeah, we're pretty lucky. Right on our street, like right in front of our house, that's one of the fiber optic lines.
Mm-hmm.
So we have pretty good internet.
Yeah, fortunately we do here too. And I get internet, like a little bit of an internet package, like a social media internet package when I go on a cruise, but uploading a video is not something that's possible at all with that. But I can at least go in and like schedule the things or make things go public or whatever. And I can respond to comments. I can't actually see any videos on YouTube, but I can respond to the comments and stuff, which is handy. But yeah, I always try to like film and edit and upload and all that stuff. And sometimes, most of the time, schedule before I ever go on the cruise, because that way I'm still doing it, but I'm off having fun as well and don't have to think too much about it. And then I can just go on and respond to people's comments. So I tried uploading at night, but in the morning it was still not online. It made it really hard. Yeah, that would definitely do it. Maybe I should try it again, but I think I need to find someone to edit for me because, oof. Yeah, editing is not fun. It's definitely my least favorite part.
Yeah, that's the first thing I want to parcel off to someone else someday.
Yeah, I've looked into that a few times, but every time I do, I'm like, I can't justify the paying for it when like my videos make like little to nothing.
Yeah.
If I ever blow up and get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, then maybe. I just saw your Discord and of course joined. Yay. And if you're not already following my other channel, do that too. I really don't like editing. I just eliminate dead space and that's it. I do like filming as long as there's no audience. Get that.
Nice.
I just hate my self-talk. I just ran off too much. I can never figure out when to cut it. Yeah, that's something that kind of takes a little getting used to. I try talking to it like, you know, like I'm talking to y'all. Like I'm talking to a friend. But I do a lot of ums and pauses and stuff. And so I try to cut some of that out. I'll do a lot of that. Sometimes I just leave it because I'm like, this is aggravating. But yeah, sometimes you'll see a lot of videos that have ums in them because I do it way too much. I will follow. Let me go look for it. Yay. The little picture for that YouTube channel is like the back of me in water. I was actually we did that was in Iceland, I believe, and we went to these natural hot water things, like the natural pools that were like heated by volcanoes or something.
Nice.
I'm most likely neurospicy, so I start talking about a current read and finish with what I had for lunch 50 days ago. Oh, I can't.
But you know, there's some people out there that do that too, so they would probably love to listen to that.
I say way too much. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's also where editing comes in handy. Because you're like, why am I ranting about this? Cut all of this out. I've done that many times. Like, or I'll be talking about a book in one clip, and then I'll come back and do another clip later and repeat the same stuff. And I'm like, okay, I really need to try to figure out a way to delete some of this or all of this other part. Oh, totally. But how do I cut that? What point is the moment I cut? You got to figure it out. And just like watching it through and going, okay, this can be cut and this can be cut, and like where exactly the best places to do that are to try to make it as seamless as possible. But
yeah. Or you cut it and then you watch it and then you undo and cut it in a different spot and watch it.
Yeah. All right, let me get my wheel up here. Oh, also, let me, hold on, I can show, where is it? I'll show that other channel real quick. My Grand Adventures. Oh, at least on my phone. Let's see if I can, the glare, let's see. Looks like this. Here's my videos. I have like I have 5 like little videos on there already, but then I have quite a few shorts already. No, that's it. 6, 12, like 18 shorts. So Yeah, this one of my first ones is the one that got 554 views. I'm like, oh my goodness. But most of my views are like 5 views and 4 views. Wait, where was I? The seamless part is final boss. Sometimes it's not seamless. A lot of times it's not, and you just deal with it.
Yeah,
Like
transitions help, like the fade.
Yeah. A lot of mine are not seamless anymore. I used to try to make it perfectly seamless, and then I'm like, this is insane, and nobody's gonna care. As long as it's not too terribly choppy, it's fine. I lose my train of thought a lot too. That's always fun to have to completely derail. Well, I just said, yay, thank you. Okay, let me get my wheel up so we can see what our next sprint shall be. It's so funny having the clicky sound in my ear when it's doing this. 25 minutes. So we have a short sprint this time.
Not too bad.
You did a vlog. You did vlog a 24-hour reading. Might attempt that. Yeah, I haven't done a 24-hour readathon in a long time because I'm like, I'm too old for that. It's hard. Yeah. It's so hard. I attempted I think the last time I did that was like a 24-hour, and it was live, and I fell asleep on camera. I was doing it with other people, and they were all just kind of like tee-hee giggling, and then they just kind of took my camera like turned my camera off because I was awesome. Oh yeah, so I do 24 and 48 now because those are way more manageable. And I usually I've done a lot of them with my coffee patrons because twice a year we do that, and I actually go live for the whole 12 hours each day when we do that, and do literally 12-hour like reading sprints for 12 hours from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. I only managed because I started at like 9 p.m. and took like a 1-hour nap and added 1 hour to the end. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. No. I tried. I'm just like, I'm too old. My body does not like 24-hour readathons. I did a lot in the beginning of my channel, but I've been doing this for like 7 years now. So 7 years makes a big difference in your age.
Yeah, I don't know how Stephanie does it. From Stephanie's book first, she still does those ones. Yeah.
Well, for one, I think she's significantly younger than me.
Well, yeah.
That's probably how. Because, me 7 years ago could do it, no problem. That was, I was in my 30s then. I'm not in my 30s now, and that makes it harder. It's like pretty much from the time I hit 40, the doing 24-hour readathons became really hard.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know exactly how old Stephanie is, but I would guess like late 20s maybe. And so yeah, it'd be a lot easier for her.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was hard enough in my 40s doing overnights, and then the next week we do mornings, and then we do overnights, and then mornings. I'm like, yeah, I can't take that anymore. It's too hard.
Starting later helped because I didn't have a night at the end, but at the start, I've done that too. Like that was kind of how I started transitioning out of it. I was like, okay, let's do it this way. That also didn't work for me for very long. To be frank, I had zero work and nothing to do, and 27 turned 28 yesterday. Yeah, so it's a lot easier at that age.
Oh yeah.
A lot easier. Yeah, give it 20 years. See how easy it is then. All right, let me change this time. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I have a lot of random things to do. I don't have like a regular work to do, but oh, thank you. I love you. You were so not out of your 30s. I thought you were 34 at the oldest. Thank you so much. I love you. Add 10 years. Oh, that and free time. Still needed a nap and read some outside for once. First time I managed before I failed because I was stuck indoors. Yeah, definitely getting out and doing something helps.
Yeah.
A lot. So I would definitely do, like, when it got to where I was tired, I would do audiobooks because physically reading was just impossible when I was too tired. So I would do audiobooks, and I would do something where I was like up and moving around, like walking around a late night bookstore, or cleaning, or just anything that was keeping me moving, because that was the only way I was staying awake. Okay. All right. Let's get back to some reading. Little sprint here. All right. Happy reading, all. How did everybody do?
I didn't get any reading done.
I'm trying to find where I am in the book. Oh, yeah, there I am. So I made it to 169.
Nice.
29 more pages. You didn't get any reading done?
No, my niece just started a little candle company, so I was ordering a couple candles, and this technology challenged lady figure out how to do like PayPal or Venmo or one of those to give her payment. So that's what I did. My husband ended up helping me. So.
Yeah, I have my husband does like I have to occasionally give my neighbor some money because she's got like this meal prep business, and so we get some meals from her, and she wants to get paid through Zelle, and I'm like, I don't have that, I don't know what it is. So Marty did that. But I do all the other things, the Cash App and the Venmo and PayPal and all that stuff.
Yeah, I used to have the Cash App, but not anymore.
Everybody wants to pay or get paid with something different, and so I have all the things except for Zelle, I think. Well, I will see if I can edit the 24-hour vlog. Maybe I have something for YouTube to post. Nice. Read 37 pages.
Nice.
8 pages, but also watching ministries on the side. All right. I can't watch something and read at the same time, whether it's audiobook or physical. I can't. If there's like words involved, that's pretty much it. Like I can listen to a book while playing a game, and I can do other things. But if it requires either listening or reading words, I cannot do two of the same. My brain just won't work like that. No reading done. The sprint was just long enough for me to take a quick shower. Chronic pain slows me down. Now time to rest. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
You do what you got to do to take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I also got a bite to eat because I realized that when there was maybe 2 minutes left of the last sprint, I was like, man, I'm really hungry. Oh, yeah, I never ate lunch. So I was like, first thing I had to do was get me a little something to eat. I'll just have a late dinner, I guess. My sister has put something on. I'm struggling hard focusing on reading, but at least this book I already know. But same 8 pages is really not much. That's okay. 8 pages is 8 pages.
Oh, yeah.
It's better than 0 pages. Let's see. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. So occasionally I'll set down my phone and I'm like listening to the audiobook and I'm able to walk around, Bluetooth, but then I'll forget where I set my phone. I'll be looking all over for it. And then I'm like, I do the hey GOOGLE. I don't want it to do it now, but I'll say that, trying to get like my phone to ring. And I'm like, say, hey, blank, ring my phone. And it tells me in my ear, I can't do that unless you unlock your phone. I'm like, well, I can't unlock my phone. And I was like, hey, unlock my phone. And they're like, we can't do that. I'm like, just try to make some noise so I can find you. And if I try to, like, if I do something, it's just going to play through my earbud.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, I don't know where the phone is. Any page read is a page more read. Exactly. All right. Curious what our next sprint shall be. Tick, 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 tick. Ta-da! Just a little bit longer than the last one. My mom misplaces her phone all the time. I have to call it so we can find it. Yeah, so my phone, it's I think I have it on vibrate or on silent. So I have to really listen. And the only way I can, yeah, it's on silent. So I have to go onto my computer to Google and do like find my device. And there's a thing on there that you can make it play a sound out loud for 5 minutes until you can find it. So it'll just start playing this song. And I'm like, where is it coming from? But that's like somebody calling me wouldn't help because it wouldn't do anything. It might do something in my ear if I'm wearing earbuds, but my phone won't actually do anything. Let's see. All right, let me get this changed. Find my phone, like on Google, is really, really handy though.
Nice. Do you have to have Bluetooth on for that, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't? Oh, nice.
Mm-mm. No, you can just Google. You should try it now. Try Googling Find My Phone. And if you've ever gotten onto Google on your phone, you've logged into your Google account, whether it's your YouTube or whatever on your phone, it'll show your device when you do that. And then it'll give you the option to play a sound.
Oh, cool. I actually have a Google phone too, so a Google Pixel.
You should try it and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. It shows up right there. Nice.
Hit the play the sound so you can see what happens.
Nice. It's in my ear.
Oh, well, I can hear it out loud here too. Yeah, it played out loud.
Nice. That's awesome.
Luckily with Apple, I can go on any of my devices and search for my phone, headphones, etc. That's convenient.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're a half and half family. So like we have Apple computers, but everything else we have is Android. So.
Yeah, we're pretty much once upon a time, a long, like back with original iPhone, we were iPhone people. But as soon as Samsung started making their thing, like the Galaxy phones, we ended up switching. And now anytime somebody hands me an iPhone, I'm like, what do I do with this thing? Like I can't make it function. It does not work. Braden has an iPhone and he'll occasionally like I'll need to do something on his phone or he'll have me do something and I'm like, okay, how do I get to this? I don't know what I'm doing. There's only one button. I hate it. But my biggest pet peeve with Apple devices in general is how quickly Apple stops providing any updates or anything for Apple devices. So we we had the iPad, we had the iPad 2, and it was so quick that I want to say it was like when they came out with the one, either the Apple 2 or they came out with the iPad 2 or the one that came after that. My original iPad was obsolete. It would literally nothing would run on it except for like e-reader. Like that was it. It became a big Kindle and nothing more. So I was like, and then very shortly after, like it was just like 2 devices and they became obsolete. And I'm like, they're way too expensive.
Oh yeah.
To become obsolete that quickly. Where with like the Android phones, they can be really old and might not be able to do a whole lot, but they still function. And like the iPad just wouldn't function at all. And I know iPhones are like that too. I don't know how far out before they stop doing anything with those. But yeah, I'm like, I don't like how that always to me seemed a little too scammy. And then of course you got to have the separate charger that's different. They got to be different. All of that. So yeah, I very much prefer Android for sure. Yes, with Android, you just log into your account online, which is so helpful. My mom had lost hers before switching to Apple, and we found it through Find My Phone with Samsung. Yeah.
Nice.
And also with that Find My Phone, you're able to like turn off your phone or turn on your phone, or also like shut your phone down completely where it's like it can't be used, like lock it and reset it and everything, so it's like a brick. You can do that from there too. I just prefer the Apple interface with PC and phone, but also had all since 2013, so I don't think I could switch to Android. Yeah, I think a lot of times, people just want to stick with the one they already had.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you what, when we switched from iPhone to Android, it was just like, this is so much better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I remember one of the first perks that I found when switching to an Android phone was the ringtones. Like, I was able to download ringtones and things like that, where Apple, you couldn't. I mean, you probably can now, maybe. But then back then you couldn't. You could only use like a very small set of things. And I had some app that let me put all kinds of random ringtones and just download whatever. And I like that. I used to have it where like everybody had their own ringtone. So it was something different every time somebody called. I've had an iPhone for over 10 years, at the age where the thought of learning a new system stresses me the heck out. Understandable. Yeah. Oh, I had getting used to new stuff like new photo gallery. Oh, yeah. I had a Samsung for like a year in 2014, 15, but hated it. Just couldn't get used to it. Yeah. Honestly, I personally would never go back to iPhone. Like sometimes they look cool, but I would want to kill it. I would just be like, I can't use you. Yeah.
We're the only ones in our family that don't have iPhones. And we're like, that's nice. We're not getting rid of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Xander was talking. We were talking about getting. He's needing a new phone, and he talked about an iPhone for a little while, and I told him about the whole planned obsolescence that Apple does. Like, it's in my opinion, way too soon. And he deciding he wants to get one like the same phone that I have. But I told him, I was like, just so you're aware, whichever phone you get, that's a phone you're going to have until you get a phone yourself. I was like, because this will probably be the last phone that we will pay for you. Because he's 18, so it's like, yeah, whatever phone we get you, it should last for a long time until you're able to do it yourself. And he's like, yeah, I think I want to stick with what you have.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that everyone has found a system that works for them. I had the whole Samsung versus Apple hate thing. I do love that, though, that Apple isn't totally on the AI train for now. I imagine that's probably not going to be too long, though. Like, I think everybody is on the AI train. Yeah. Xander's phone, he got one of those, like the flip phones, the Samsung, like Z or something like that. And that phone is crap. He's on his second of them. Both of them have done the same thing. So where it bends, like where the fold is, you'll catch it, like it lifts a little bit in the corner, and then it ends up messing it up. So the screen glitches out and flashes, and sometimes it takes him a whole bunch of times of opening and closing the phone before the screen will actually go. And he has like a permanent green line across the middle. Yeah. And this is the second phone he's had, and it's like, we got that first one replaced, and it's like a $250 deductible, and I'm like, this is absurd. And so he's now on his second one, and it's also messing up. But we really don't want to pay for another $250 deductible. And so we thought about upgrading him over Black Friday, but because he has like the next up or whatever, so he can upgrade early. But when you do the upgrade early, you have to send in a perfectly functional phone in return. Like, he has to send that one back, and it has to be good, and it's not. So they're like, well, you could always just file an insurance claim and pay the deductible, and then once you got that new phone, then trade it in. But we're like, but we still have to pay a $250 deductible.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, not for long, but for now, at least it's something. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I could go back to the phones from the 90s. Definitely more durable.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Nokia phones are indestructible, man. When we had that house fire, there was I don't remember what kind of smartphone with the screen, like, you know, similar to this, and also an old, like, pay-as-you-go Nokia phone in the desk in the room where the fire actually happened. The smartphone was destroyed. Absolutely. The Nokia phone, however, still functioned for a long time. They're like the roaches of
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're the ones where you have to press the button over and over again to hit, like, change from the different letters, because there's 3 letters per button and stuff. But that was our daughter's phone for a little while, because we were like limiting how much she could use a phone, and so we had a little prepaid phone for her. And yeah, that phone, it survived. It was the only one of the few things so it was in the desk drawer, and on top of the desk we had like computer monitor and stuff, and the computer monitor looked like a deflated marshmallow had melted onto the desk. So think of that, and in that desk the Nokia phone survived.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, I miss the Motorola phone my sister had. Oh yeah, Marty and I both had the Razor flip. I had a pink one. Marty had a blue one. Those were cool. And I also had the BlackBerry. That was like my first big smartphone. And I ended up going from the BlackBerry, which I loved, to the iPhone, which I also loved, to the Android, which I haven't gone back. To the Samsung, I should say, the Galaxy phones. I've pretty much just gone from one Galaxy to another.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a joke the other day. So why don't they call an iPhone charger? Why don't they just call it apple juice?
That's awesome.
And if you work security at a Samsung store, does that make you a guardian of the galaxy?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, that was my comedy hour. Let's go back to reading. All right. Happy reading, all. That is time. How did everybody do?
Did pretty good. I got about 20 pages in and a little bit finished editing, so that was good. And my dog came to visit.
I currently have a dog licking my foot. Let's see. Let's see if we can find where I was. I'll at least go to the first part of that chapter. So I'm on chapter 19, which starts on page 196.
Nice.
About the halfway point of my book.
I don't think mine made a dent at all.
Let's see. Where was the last thing? Okay, we'll stop now and put the book away. My sister has now turned off the light, making it even harder to read. And the Ministries is actually super interesting. It's so hard to focus on a book. Understandable. You can do sprint watching. I finished my book. I'm crying. I never cry while reading books. I was right. It's 5 stars. Oh my goodness. Hold on. What was the name of your book again? So I can put it in my Goodreads. Read 3 pages, which was 1 chapter. This is a short chapter. 24 pages done. Way to go. Everybody's getting some good reading done. I love a book that'll make me cry. So we have the POV of the family dog, and it's going to make me cry. Oh, wait. Just tell me the dog doesn't die, does it? Because I don't know that I'd be okay with reading that. I feel myself tearing up just the thought of that. The Art of Racing in the Rain. Would recommend the audiobook. I'm just going to take a picture of that. Actually, if that's what happens and it's a spoiler, then just don't say. I love a book that can make me cry, but I really just can't handle the dog dying. Many characters die, but you know the fate of the dog at the very beginning of the book. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, vague, but okay. Many equals 2. All right. Definitely gonna have to check out that book. I'm still chipping away at my diamond painting. I'm determined to get this done. I realize the music's still going. Let me pause that. I originally had the dance pop one on. I was like, oh, this is not conducive to reading. Are you enjoying your book, Debbie?
Yes, I am. It's very good. This is the one when Brandon Sanderson jumps in to kind of ghostwrite the rest of the series. So it's kind of interesting. The beginning of it, there's a little forward from Brandon Sanderson talking about how he came into ghostwriting for the book, which was kind of cool. So Robert Jordan pretty much dictated the rest of the book for one more book, which was going to be called A Memory of Light. Mm-hmm. And it was going to be over 1,500 pages or whatever. So they broke it up into 3 books because there was pretty well-defined stopping points within that story. Mm-hmm. And then Brandon Sanderson just kind of put everything together and into more cohesive thoughts. But I thought it was kind of interesting because Robert Jordan died in 2009. And this library copy is from 2009, but it's signed by Robert Jordan.
Oh, so wow.
Is that a real signature? Is that a stamp? Did he sign this before he died? Did this book come out before he died? I'm not sure.
Wow.
So, but that's pretty cool. I'm whoever donated that to the library, man, that's
right?
That was big oops.
So is this one you've checked out from the library or you bought from a library sale or something?
No, I checked it out from the library, so I got to return this one.
Oh, man. That's definitely a find because I imagine that could be actually worth something.
Yeah, like, hey, I lost the book. How much would it cost?
Right?
Because that's that. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I lost the book. Here's another copy. I'm going to start People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry next. I feel like I've read that, but I can't remember.
I feel like that one works for one of the prompts too, like second chance prompt.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people have liked that book. I feel like I read it. I'm gonna look it up on my Goodreads. Let's see. People We Meet. There we go. Yeah, I did read that one.
Nice.
Where'd it go? And I gave it 4 stars.
Nice. I don't think I've read an Emily Henry book yet.
Actually, when I put in the my like review or whatever, I put 4.5. No, 4.5 stars. I also, when I do or at least when I read that, I was putting my link for where I talked about the book. So my YouTube link, probably my blog, like not my blog, my wrap up where I talked about that book. I don't actually write a whole review because I'm like, I already do one review. You did. You rated it 4.5 stars. Well, I hope you enjoy it as much or more than I did. Yeah, sometimes I read so much that I forget many things that I've read, and then I'm like, oh, okay, let me look. And the links are handy because it helps me because I can go back and go, oh, okay, that's what that book was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many books I've read already this month. Let's see, I did in my week 1 vlog, which only went into that Thursday night. I think I read 1 book. And then I filmed a special video that's going to be posting after that, Better Book It. And I feel like I was doing that the last time I did sprints. No, it was when you were doing sprints. I was talking about that I was in the middle of filming a Better Book It video. And then I read a bunch. I can't remember how many I read in that. And then week 2, which is what we're kind of in now, I again only did my video until Thursday. And I think I read 1 book. But then this weekend, I'm on book 4.
Nice.
Yeah. Getting lots of books that are not part of my TBR because Better Book It, I'm not able, because I'm playing a game and then I have to pick a book based on the spot that I land on. And if I can make something for my TBR work, then I do. Otherwise, I have to pick something else. And my goal I don't know if you've ever watched one of my Better Book It videos, because I've only put like 2 out to the public so far. The rest have been with my coffee patrons. But so I have this board that I created, and I only have 3 days to get to the end. If I don't get to the end, then I have to add a spin to my wheel when I do my wheel of TBR. And if I do make it to the end, then I get to take a spin away. And you'll have to wait and see the video on if I have to add a spin or not. But it was definitely intense towards the end. I inherited my grandma's house that has 2 apartments. One of the living rooms is full of bookshelves. I'll be purging ones that I've read that is 3 or less stars to get ready to move next year. Yeah. I have in this closet right here that's where we keep like the dog food and stuff. But I also have massive stacks of my, like all the books that I filmed unhauls of, they go into there until I either give them away or take them somewhere or use them for my little free library or well, bye. I'll be going offline and watch the show. Enjoy, Sunny.
Happy late birthday.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out. But yeah, I only keep, if it's 4 stars or higher, I keep them. Otherwise, unless it's part of a series that I'm still reading, or I've been given other things in that series a higher rating, and I think I might read the series again, then I'll keep it. But if it doesn't get at least a 4, it means that I don't see myself rereading it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to keep it if I don't think I'm going to read it again. And I have so many books. So many books. Yeah, this weekend I'm doing it's a coffee exclusive vlog, and it's like a kind of inspired by Becca and the Books, Shelve It or Scrap It kind of thing, though very, very different. And I ended up with like this stack that I'm trying to make my way through as many of them as I can before the end of the day today. And so, though by the end of it, like if I do several of these, I'll eventually have my shelves nice and neat and organized, but it'll still continue. And then it might actually transform into something more like Becca in the Book, Shelve It or Scrap It, when I'm trying to actually put the books on the shelves. I don't know. You don't got time to reread, Mel. You have so many that you haven't read yet. I know. I know. I do occasionally like to reread. But I also currently I have these 2 floor to ceiling bookshelves in my guest room that I put all of my 4 and 5 stars on. Though I have so many 4 and 5 stars in there now that I don't think they're all going to fit on those shelves. So they're stacked all haphazard everywhere. But I also like it. So like when I have a guest, if they want to read something that I have loved and enjoyed, it's there in the guest room. But I do occasionally like to reread, especially when I haven't read something in a while. I'm like, I know I'm going to love this because it's on this shelf. So, and I also forget. So people we meet on vacation, that's on those shelves because I gave it a 4.5 star. So I've kept it. But honestly, right now, I can't remember exactly what this book is about. And so I could go and reread it and be like, oh, yeah, I remember all this. Oh, I love this. Because my brain just kind of after a little while of getting through a book, unless it's like something that really, really holds me, it just kind of leaves my brain.
Mm-hmm.
But it means I get to enjoy it the second time. Yeah. I think I don't think my brain could hold all the books that I've read and remember everything about them.
Oh yeah.
My brain would be too full.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I mean, I used to. I don't quite do it as much anymore because time and stuff, but I used to read like 20 plus books a month, every single month. And that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask me the very next month, what'd you read? I'll be like, I might remember like 1 or 2 from the very end and not be able to tell you anything else.
Unless there's a 5-star or something, then you remember that one.
Sometimes I have to remind myself. So like later this month, I haven't done it yet. Probably actually beginning of next month, I'm going to like look through all the books that I read and sort them by rating for the year to figure out my top 10 for the year. And when I do that, a lot of the times, even though there were 5-star reads, and I remember, yes, I loved this book when I read it, I couldn't tell you anything about it. And so I have to go back and like watch my vlog or watch my wrap up or whatever to remember what this book was about so that I could actually talk about it in my top 10 video. Though I might actually consider just like taking the clips and putting those in for my top books. And I might do that.
Not a bad idea.
I can't recall a huge amount of 5-star reads that I read this year. So I've been pondering it lately, and I'm like, I don't know what my top books would be. Like, I really have no clue. Like, how many? I like how Goodreads also like gives you all the stats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are your 5-star reads, your 4-star reads. Makes my job a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
How many 5-star reads did you have this year, Debbie?
Oh, that I don't know. I'm a pretty generous book rater. So I tend to give things 5 stars fairly easily for the most part. Let's see. So I've got one. I had one in January. What was that? Oh, Of Darkness and Light. Yeah. So the whole Bound and the Broken series by Ryan Cahill is 5 stars. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How do I look at that?
11. I have a spreadsheet. So 11, but I also have like 2 months of books I haven't done anything, haven't done reviews or anything for yet. So, so there probably would be more of it. Yeah.
Let's see.
6 is good though.
Wonder if I can see it on the view challenge thing. I've only entered through October, I think. No, it's not going to tell me until the end of the year. Okay, let me see. Just scrolling through. What do I see that I think I rated 5 stars? I can't remember if I rated Confess by Colleen Hoover 5 stars or not. It was either 4 or 5. I think How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying. I think I gave that one 5 stars. I think Tangled Up in You I gave 5 stars. Oh, Love at First Book. That's one that stuck in my head. That one, I was listening to, I was door dashing and I was listening to it and I was driving and I was sobbing and I was like, I've got to calm myself down before I get to this person's house with their food so I don't show up all like. And so I'm like focusing on calming myself down and I wasn't paying attention to my speed and I got pulled over.
Oh no.
And the cop pulls me over and I'm crying. And he was like, I don't know, if you're upset over this ticket, if you're upset over the fine. I was like, no, Dad, I don't care.
Just give it to me.
Oh,
yeah, that's funny.
You can look in your reading stats. It'll show you the book covers of the ones you've rated each star rating. Oh, okay. Let me check. Well, I also read The Toll, Thunderhead, Supernova. Yeah, I think I've had 5 Broken Blades. I think I gave that one 5 stars.
Nice.
Let me see.
Yeah, I read the Kingfall Histories series by David Estes. That was a 5-book series, and all 5 of those were 5-star books for me.
Let's see. My books. Reading stats. For this year. Oh, I've had a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books that I've given 5 stars to so far. One of them was like a little book of poems called Dog Songs. It was so cute. Also, a couple of Neil Shustermans. Gilded by Marissa Meyer. Tangled Up in You was a 5-star.
Nice.
Hidden Pictures. When in Rome. Matilda. Okay, good. I do have at least some that I can use for my top 10. I have at least 10.
Nice.
Anne of Green Gables.
Oh, I love that series.
Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun trying to figure out what my favorites were. All right, let's see. How long do you want to go on these sprints? Like, do you have a certain time you need to get off?
No.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what our next sprint shall be. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, it's not showing. Ta-da! 35 minutes. So we started out with one big one and then kind of creeping up.
Little tiny ones.
Yeah. It's like we went 60 minutes and then 25, 30, now 35. Oh, so slowly increasing. All right. Marty will probably be arriving home around the same time that one's ending.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's get back to reading. Happy reading, everyone. That is time. How did everybody do?
Did good. I'm not sure my page count yet. Got through another half hour or so of my audiobook. I have it at like 2.5 times speed because Michael Kramer talks kind of slow. So it's easy to speed it up.
I'm on page 240. So, right there. Not quite 2/3.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm listening to mine currently at like 2.25. Apparently, I have 2 hours and 7 minutes at the speed I'm listening.
Nice. I have 10 hours and 53 minutes left. I'm 67% of the way through.
That's a big book, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not as big as some. This one's only 783 counting the glossary. Some of them are like over 1,000 pages.
Yeah, see, that looks like way more than that. That looks like way more pages.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks like it's 1,500 pages.
Yeah. I bet the font actually isn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's not super small.
I have the Outlander books, and those are like over 1,000 pages each, and they're like that big. So
yeah, the Mistborn series I have, that the font is like, it's like 6 font or something. Like it's so tiny. I almost had to have a magnifying glass out to read it. It was awful.
9 pages read, then watched body cam video of people getting arrested while I crochet. Nice. I was literally watching something like that. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, and it was a YouTube video of like where cops have like ruined their career because of something, and this one, this whole like he tased this guy and stuff. Like the man was literally just checking his mail. And he threatened to shoot this guy's dog. He tased him. He threw him on the ground and arrested him in front of his kids. The man didn't do anything. He didn't even match the description of the person. And the guy that was like, no, like when he had him in the back of the cop car, the guy that had called the cops, they're like, that's the guy, right? And he's like, no. But they still arrested him.
Wow.
Like, for unruly and something like that. Yeah. Interfering. I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about they had to take him to the hospital before they could book him or whatever because he had been tased.
Right.
And they were like, you got to take him to Erlanger. And I'm like, huh. Is there Erlangers in other places? And then as it went on, it was talking about Chattanooga. I was like, oh, dang, that's here. Because I was like, we have hospitals here called Erlanger. And I was like, It's Erlanger a few times. And then later in the video, it said something about Chattanooga Police Department. I was like, oh my gosh, that was here. Wow. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. When your neighborhood makes the news or things like that, it's just like,
yeah,
be better. Come on. Oh, I'm debating on if we should continue or if I should call it since Marty just got home.
My husband just asked me how much longer.
Okay, so maybe we should call it a night since he's home now and he's gonna need to be fed and stuff. So
yeah.
Thank you all for hanging out and joining us today. And do we have, I can't remember, do we have any other live reading sprints? Or was it? No.
I think this is the last one.
Yeah, I think so too. Next Saturday, we have our watch party. And then the Saturday following that, we have our author chat and the After Hours live show. So still lots of things to come. I'm very excited for that. Hopefully I don't run into any issues. I've had a couple of issues with Scener, and hopefully this time there's no issue. But I think it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
Nice.
I always wanted to be in law enforcement or a teacher. Health says no to both options. Get law enforcement fixed through YouTube.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Hopefully we'll see you at the watch party, which I do believe is linked down in the description below if you want to go and check that out and like have Netflix, have seen her, and join us for some Christmassy movies. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to Debbie's channel, go and subscribe to her. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.